Okay, so we've talked about congruency and we talked about similar and all that stuff. What's really important here in this part is this is the beginning of a multi-section piece. Okay, so transformations in general is the beginning of a multi-section piece. It includes translations, reflections, rotations, and dilations. So we'll start out just in general some information about all four of those things together. So, as far as our transformations go, it changes the position, size, or shape of a geometric figure. And I've given you three of those here. We have what we call a flip, which is really a reflection, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. A slide, right, it moves down, and the image is missing here for some odd reason. And a turn or a rotation. There's another one called a dilation, but that's formative 3. But so these are the ones we're dealing with this time then. Something else that's important is pre-image and image. Pre-image is the original figure, what I started with. Image is the figure after I transform it. In this case, I used a flip. So this is what the backside of that flip would look like. So pre-image is what I start with. Image is where it ends up after I do my transformation. Okay, this part's really important. Prime notation. It identifies the pre-image and image points. Arrows map a pre-image to its image. So the pre-image over here, the original, is S-U-N. Sun. Hey, that's funny, isn't it? S-U-N. Now notice over here, you see S-U-N over here, right? And it's flipped over. But you notice it has prime marks. S prime, that's that little mark there. That means S prime. U prime. N prime. Those are after you move the image. That's where the new points are. So U becomes U prime when I flip it. S becomes S prime when I flip it. N becomes N prime when I flip it. Again, that little bitty mark's called a prime mark. You can see it right there. And here, S-U-N, right, is congruent in this case, but there's another congruency statement. The arrow, again, maps it to S prime, U prime, N prime. S prime, U prime, N prime. Okay? Prime notation. So again, and I'll write it in my hand by hand for you this time. So S becomes S prime. I just make a single little mark like that. These are kind of fancy on the image there.